Welcome to the Mayor's Weekly News Conference. Thank you all for being here. Today we are going to introduce the Mayor's recent appointees to authorities, boards, and commissions, showcase some work by local students, provide a reminder on the large item pickup and quality of life ticketing, give an update on the group work camps home repair program, recognize 2 local groups for recent awards from the governor's office, and announce an opening on the mayor's staff. Now I'll turn it over to the mayor.
Thank you very much. Today I'm very excited to introduce the candidates we chose to fill the 13 open or vacant or expired terms on authorities, boards, and commissions here in Erie. But first I want to remind you of the open, transparent process that we used in order to fill these openings. Instead of limiting the selection to people that we know, we openly advertised the positions and welcomed 235 applications for those 13 open volunteer positions. There were many, many great applications, but we could not interview everyone. We did interview about 30 applicants, and from those chose the 13 I'll be announcing shortly. Now we want to find a way to engage the others, the other 222 who applied, because we know that they are willing and open to serving. The more people we can involve, the more quickly we can transform Erie. Now I'd like to introduce the appointees. Not all are able to be here with us today, but if you are here, I'd ask if you'd come up and stand beside me as I tell the community a little bit about you. And first, I'm going to do the 5 appointees to the Erie Parking Authority. First is Dr. Tony Snow. Dr. Tony Snow is the medical director of the Erie County Department of Health. He's president and co-founder of WellFit Incorporated. He's medical director and co-host of the Wellsville TV show. Dr. Snow will remain as chair of the Parking Authority Board. For Dr. Snow, it's always about putting people first. He's honored to continue on to lead the board into the next chapter. He grew up here, and for Dr. Snow, the glass is always half full. He sees this as an exciting challenge with lots of opportunity and enthusiasm for collaborating on projects and implementing the broader vision. He believes that if we're all doing a little, then together we can accomplish a lot. The second appointee is John Treader. John has served on the Parking Authority Board for 14 years. He brings a wealth of experience related to his over 30 years of experience in construction in the areas of concrete and rebar reinforcement. For 16 years, he's been the business manager of Laborers Local 603, with experience in budgeting, management of the workforce, labor relations, and an extensive network of contacts in the construction industry, as well as vendors to construct and maintain existing parking ramps. John is an invaluable asset for the new executive director, Christopher Friday. Next, Tom Chido, Tom has served for 13 years now on the board. Tom is a downtown business owner and has vast knowledge in terms of the business of the Parking Authority. He's been involved in the budget process, management, blue-collar issues, bond issues, refinancing, safety, security, technology, and public relations. Tom's mission is to make sure Erie has plenty of safe, convenient, and affordable parking. Our first new appointment to the Parking Authority is Tom Voley. Tom has 23 years of experience in government and politics. He holds a master's degree in political management. Tom feels called to serve the community in a volunteer capacity. He sees the potential for Erie and is passionate and dedicated to being part of making the transformation here happen. Our second new appointment is Hannah Kirby. Tom, John, thank you. Hannah holds a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering and a master's degree in business administration. After graduating from Gannon, Hannah chose to live in Erie. She is passionate about her adopted home. She left her job as a quality engineer at Lord Corporation to open a coffee shop in downtown Erie. As the owner of Ember and Forge, she brings a perspective to downtown business. She is committed to the development of downtown. Hannah brings a fresh set of eyes and wants to be part of obtaining local grassroots input into policies and plans that impact development. Next, I'll announce the Erie Events, Erie County Convention Center Authority. We had one appointment there, and the appointee is Dr. Matthew White. Matthew, who has been a leader in the video game entertainment industry for the last 10 years, is currently the managing director of Whitehorn Digital Media. As a millennial, he has unique and fresh perspective on the changing trends, perspectives, and motivations. He has many ideas for how Erie can drive millennial and younger engagement and grow through its events and activities. Matthew understands the importance of placemaking and attracting events and activities in all 4 seasons of the year. Matthew chose to move here with his family and make his home here in Erie. Next, we have 2 appointments to the Erie Redevelopment Authority. The first is Rosemary Graham. Rosemary has experience working on neighborhood revitalization and is committed to assisting, come on up, Rosemary, committed to assisting with making positive change in our region. She served as the executive director of the Sisters of St. Joseph Neighborhood Watch for over 5 years with the mission of revitalizing 2 Erie neighborhoods. She started the NPP and NAP tax credit programs, which infused corporate commitment into neighborhood investment, allowing them to remove blight, create public art installations, develop community gardens, and farmers markets. She has served on the Erie County Economic Development Corporation and Enterprise Development Fund, was also a steering committee member for Erie Refocused. Rosemary has a strong background in marketing and communication. The second Redevelopment Authority appointee is Greg Dennis. Greg has designed engineering experience with a firm that served the City of Bradford Redevelopment Authority, the McCain County Redevelopment Authority, and McCain County's Bradford and Foster Townships. He served on the Bradford Township Zoning Hearing Board for over 10 years and the City of Bradford Zoning Hearing Board. He has 34 years of experience as a reliability specialist for the American Refining Group, responsible for continuous, reliable operations of non-rotating equipment, building systems, bridges, and various infrastructures, including road street design and underground utilities. Greg brings a fresh set of eyes, and he chose to live in Erie because he has a passion for Erie. Next, we have one appointment to the Erie Land Bank. That is Jason Perot. Jason has 18 years of experience in property acquisition, rehabilitation, and development within the city of Erie. He owns and operates over 300 quality rental units here in the Erie region. He manages a construction maintenance team of 12 people who work to promote properties in distressed Erie areas. Jason also served as a board member for the Apartment Association for 14 years and as vice president of that group for 7 years and as president for 18 months. Next, we have 2 appointees and 2 alternates to the Planning Commission. The first is Jason Wazorek. I know Jason is here. He should come up. Thank you. And we'll get a picture of everyone once we get everybody up here. You can stand on this side, Jason. That would be okay. Kind of balance things out. Yeah. Jason has over 20 years experience in zoning, site planning, and development. He took urban planning courses throughout architecture school and has studied urban planning in Europe. For years, Jason has served on the City of Erie's Blighted Property Review Committee. He works at Bostwick Design Partnership, managing projects from $10,000 to projects of $100 million. Jason is a good person. He sacrifices much to help us transform Erie. Jason respects and values every Erie resident, regardless of race, ethnic heritage, religious beliefs, or where they live. Our second appointment to the Planning Commission is Erica Jenkins. Erica moved here to Erie in 2013. She served on the Erie County Association Bar Board and our West Erie Bayfront Board. She has been an attorney for over 18 years. With her legal experience, her perspective on living in other cities, and understanding the needs of Erie, Erica will be a tremendous asset for our Planning Commission. Next, we have 2 alternates also for the Planning Commission. The first is Mary Rennie. Come on up, Mary. Mary has a master's degree in library and information science. Mary was an employee of the Erie County government for 35 years, mostly in management and administrative roles. Mary is passionate about the Erie community. She is hardworking, optimistic, results-oriented, and pragmatic. She recognizes the importance of planning and taking a holistic, long-term approach to neighborhood planning and historic preservation. Our second alternate named is Amanda Burlingham. Amanda has 7 years' experience in local government and economic and community development, 24 years in public relations, media relations, marketing and management, and 19 years in nonprofit leadership, including 7 years in grant making. Next, we have the 2 appointments to the Erie Waterworks. The first one is at the request of the Harbor Creek Township supervisors who control this particular appointment. We renewed the Harbor Creek representative, Attorney Brian Fife. Brian's expertise continues to be invaluable to that group. Also, John McCormick, a successful Erie businessman whose wealth of experience is indispensable to the Erie Water Authority. Everyone at the Water Authority, including Paul Wojtek, stressed how vital it is for John to be there guiding the Water Authority's future. We also interviewed Dr. Varun Kasaranini. Doctor, would you come up and join us? He has a PhD in environmental engineering. Unfortunately, because Varun is a Mill Creek resident, we cannot appoint him to this board. But given Varun's experience, his passion, his energy, and his knowledge of water treatment plants, steam runoff, microplastics pollution, and his work in nanotechnology, we talked with Paul Wojtek, the CEO of Erie Waterworks, about how we might be able to involve him. And he agreed that Varun, actually knew Varun before we even started to talk to him, and that he is an incredible asset. He takes his class from Gannon down for tours of the waterworks and explains things to them. So we're proud to announce that the Erie Waterworks has created a water quality advisory committee of which Varun will be part. We look forward to his input and guidance as well. So these are all the employees that are the appointees that we've made. Can we have a round of applause for them? Thank you all for your willingness to serve. We really appreciate that. We look forward to working with you to build opportunity, restore hope, and transform Erie. Thanks very much for what you do. Appreciate it. You can sit down now, unless you want to stand. You can stand here if you want. I like it up here. You like it up here? Next, we want to showcase the work of some local students. Today, we have with us Veronica Gamble Harden. She's the administrative officer at the State Correctional Institution in Cambridge Springs. This is the 4th year that Veronica has coached the East Side Lions track team. The boys and girls on the team, it's good to have you guys here with us too. Their ages 5 to 16, and there are about 20 kids on the team. Since track competition is not offered in Erie during the summer, they actually had to travel to Ohio, New York, and other parts of Pennsylvania in order to compete. Veronica asked the children on the team to do a Black History Women's Month project. 8 of them completed the project. They chose their own individuals to research and used imagination to create their own displays. They have some of them with them here today. The majority of the children attend Erie Public Schools and are here today with us. We will be displaying their projects in the lobby of City Hall for the remainder of this month of March. Now I'd like to invite Veronica to come up and tell us a few words about the program.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Who are we?
Eastside Lions.
Who are we?
Eastside Lions.
That's right. We are Eastside Lions Youth Traveling Track Team. We've been around since 2015, so we're going into our 4th year. In conversation, I'm always looking for things to discuss with the kids, looking at different projects, attending different events in the community. And so we got in a conversation about Black history. And the conversation was, what type of Black history project did you do for school? And they didn't do a project for school. So I said, we were at track practice, so I said, okay, so we'll do a Black history project. Women's Month project, because it was in March, the beginning of March. Voluntary. The project was not mandatory. The kids could pick their own person they wanted to do research on. And of course, they wanted to hide it from me until the day it was due. And they actually had it completed the day it was due. There were probably 2 kids that needed some extra time, but for the most part, all the kids turned in their projects on time, which is very important. We usually have about 20 students on the track team. We compete from June until August, and out of the 20, 13 kids were asked to do the project, and we came up with 7 who actually completed it, and one of the girls was sick today, so we actually had to turn around and take her home on the way here. But the kids were very excited. And so we wanted to, I was thinking, I'd want to give them some recognition for not only completing the projects, but being very excited about it and doing it on time and being creative. One of the most important things I think came out of this was that quality time, that family time, where they can work with the projects with their parents and their siblings, and they can look back and say, I remember when we did this. And so I called Mr. Outlaw, and he's been very gracious on working with me, and I'm sure he say I'm very persistent. Maybe a little annoying, but we do appreciate Mr. Outlaw and your administration, you, Mayor, being able to display their projects and giving them some recognition for their accomplishments. If I can call them up one at a time, do you have time to do that? Okay, I'm going to call Joe Jones up. Joe Jones. He can tell what. Can you hold your project up and tell them who you did your project on?
Hi, my name is Joseph Jones. So, and I did my project on Michelle Obama.
Okay.
Born 1964, January 17th, Chicago, Illinois. Graduated from Harvard and Princeton universities.
Okay, thank you, Joe. Next, we have Joss Jones. Come on, Joss. Hold your project up. And who did you do it on?
Hi, my name is Joss, and I did my project on Coretta Scott King. She was born.
I forgot who she married to.
She was married to Martin Luther King Jr. She died January 30th, 2006.
Okay, thank you, Joss. Next, we have Joelle Gamble. Hold it up high. What did you do your project on? Who?
Sarah Boone,
What did she do?
she made the iron board.
Okay, good. Very good. Next, we have Unique Tate.
Good morning, my name is Unique. I'm in 5th grade. My school is Edison Elementary School. And my project is about Queen Sophia. And she was married to King George III. And she gave birth to 15 children, and 2 survived. And she died of pneumonia.
Thank you, Unique. Very good. Next, we have Zymira Crosby. Come on, you've been waiting for this day. Zymira keeps us on our toes.
My name is Amira, and I'm in 1st grade, and my poster is about Miss Jenkins.
What did she do?
She's the first black lady that did the sewing.
She did the sewing, first black lady who did the sewing? Okay, good. Very good. Oh, you got more? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Never mind.
Okay. And next we have Kajir Gamble.
I'm Kajir again. What I'm doing my project with Elizabeth Catlett. She was born on April 14th, 1915. She was born in Washington D.C., United States. And she was an artist.
And what else? Sculpture.
She invented sculptures, drawings, and paintings.
Okay, thank you. I think we got everybody. Again, we want to thank you for giving us the opportunity. Yes. This is going to present the student who was sick this morning. Okay, come over here. Show everybody. Her name is Dorothy Heights. Dorothy Heights.
Dorothy Heights.
And she was she was a civil rights activist.
Civil
Rights activist.
activist.
And she was the 15th
She was the 15th
African American woman
African-American woman
on a postage stamp.
on a poster stamp.
And she fought for women's rights.
And she
Fought
fought
for women's rights.
for women's rights.
Okay, thank you. We want to thank you again for giving us the opportunity to display their work downstairs for Women's History Month. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I got to ask the kids, can we get a picture together after the press conference is over? Would that be okay? You have time? Okay, thank you. Next, we want to just provide a quick reminder regarding large item pickup and the quality of life ticketing that's going on. We implemented the year-round large item pickup program last summer and discontinued the 4-week April-spring pickup. You must now schedule pickups for any large items. We are happy that last week, after we reminded residents about this, we received a large number of calls for large item pickup. As a reminder, here's how the program works. City residents now have 2 options for scheduling pickup. First, you can call 870-1550 Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 4:30 to schedule your large item pickup. Remember, you must call 72 hours or 3 days in advance of your pickup night. The second option is you can log on to the website and sign up through CityGrows at www.erie.pa.us/large item pickup. Either way, you'll receive a confirmation number to confirm your pickup. So don't put large items out unless you have a confirmation number. Pickup will take place on your regularly scheduled refuse night. You may put out up to 3 large items when you're scheduled. You will be limited, we are limiting the number of pickups each night to 40 to 50, so your pickup might be delayed a week or 2. Put items out only 24 hours before your scheduled pickup time. Items placed at curbside early will be subject to ticketing as well. I want to remind you again that as part of our quality of life ticketing program, code enforcement will be writing $25 tickets to anyone who places large items at curbside without scheduling a pickup, or anyone who puts out more than the allotted number of items, which again is 3. This is an effort to eliminate illegal dumping so that we can work toward making every Erie neighborhood welcoming and vibrant. This week, code enforcement is giving people courtesy notices with information about how to properly schedule a pickup. But starting next week, they will be writing $25 fine tickets. Again, that's going to start next week. Next, I want to talk about something that I'm very excited about. It's the one-week group summer work camp that takes place here in Erie neighborhoods. It will be taking place again this summer from July 14th to July 20th. Last week, Joanne Jessica, the local coordinator of the Erie Work Camp, who is here with us and is here with us again today, explained that the group mission trips will bring about 400 teenagers and adults to the greater Erie community to improve homes for the elderly, the disabled, and low-income residents. The organization is taking applications now from Erie residents who need help with minor home repairs. As many as 65 to 70 Erie residents will benefit from the work of these volunteers, and again, they're going to be here from July 14th to July 20th. Today, we're very happy to have with us Mike Krantz. Mike and I have emailed a lot, and we finally have gotten to meet. Mike is from Fort Collins, Colorado. He heads up the national nonprofit, the Work Camp program, and he's going to explain to us more from a national perspective about the program. Mike? Thanks for being here.
Good morning, everybody. There's not a whole lot more I can say other than what the mayor had already said. We're just excited to be coming back to Erie again this summer, and our plan is to be in Erie as long as there's work for us to be here. And as the mayor mentioned, we're working on homes for folks that can't afford it themselves or they can't afford to do it themselves physically. And so that's our hope, is to find everybody that can use the kind of help that my volunteers can provide during the summer and just apply to have their homes worked on. Again, the parameters are that you're elderly, low income, a veteran person, or disabled in some way. Really, if we look at your house and say that person could use some help, we want to work on their home. That's what we're looking to do. And so if you're thinking about someone that you know that might benefit from this help, we want you to have them give us a call. Every summer, we do this program around the United States. So we've been doing it for over 40 years. So that's a lot of volunteers. That's a lot of people's houses that we've been working on. And we're back in Erie for our 5th consecutive year this year. So that's a lot of folks that we're hoping to work with. We couldn't do it without Joanne. She is the spearhead here locally. And so if you would like to get an application or talk to us a little bit more about what it takes to have a home worked on, I'd like you to call Joanne, and here's her number. It's 814-602-2884. Again, it's Joanne Jessica, 814-602-2884. So thanks for having us in Erie. We're excited to be coming back this summer, and we look forward to spending some time here and getting to know the folks of Erie. So again, thanks very much. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for having us.
Thanks, Mike. We're really looking forward to welcoming the group to Erie again this year. I met with many of the volunteers last year, and they're good people, great people, and I look forward to welcoming them to Erie again this year. Last Friday, one individual and 17 organizations, businesses, or local governments in Pennsylvania were selected by the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection to receive the prestigious 2019 Governor's Award for Environmental Excellence. 2 of those awards went to groups right here in Erie, and we want to acknowledge them. The first went to Environment Erie, they were recognized for Reclaim Erie, which is a collaboration with neighborhood organizations to turn 4 vacant lots and blighted properties into community assets with increased green space that offers interaction opportunity, native pollinators, and the potential to increase property values, while deterring illegal dumping and other health and safety hazards. The second group was Erie International Coastal Cleanup Steering Committee. They were awarded for their work coordinating more than 2,600 volunteers from school children to adults who each donated at least 2 hours of time to participate in numerous activities to clean up litter on the shoreline of the lake and its tributaries. There are an estimated 2,500 tons of plastic in Lake Erie, and most of it is close to the shore. Congratulations to both of those groups. The work that they do is paramount in making Erie a beautiful, natural, and vibrant place for today and for the future. Finally, today, this is the last thing. We here at the mayor's office, we're saddened, but we're also excited by the departure of the guy there hiding behind the camera, Andy Steinmetz. He is leaving after being with us for a year. He has done an incredible job and accomplished a lot in one short year. Included in what Andy's done are he's launched and managed the city's social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Nextdoor. He oversaw the complete revamp of the city's website. He coordinated the efforts of several processes online via City Grows, including the Citizens Response Center was moved there, proclamation requests, vendor licenses, and special event permits are all done now electronically with City Grows. Though we hate to lose Andy as an employee, we are excited to gain him as a local entrepreneur. Andy is leaving to open a new business in downtown Erie, about a block north of here, and we look forward to his success, and I look forward to tasting bubble tea, which I've never done yet. So, thank you. Thanks for Andy deserves that round of applause. Thanks very much. So, but Andy's departure now does mean we're looking for his replacement. So we're formally announcing that today. We have assessed our needs, and we have made some moderate redesign of the position. We have posted the full description on Indeed, so you can go there and see it. But in brief, we're looking for a person who is a strong writer and who can handle media relations, create and manage social media and website content, write formal documents on behalf of the city, and prepare our weekly press conference. The person should have the following qualifications: a bachelor's degree in marketing, communications, journalism, or some related field, 3 to 5 years of experience in media relations, marketing, and social media management, excellent writing and grammar skills, and graphic design skills as well. So that concludes our press conference today. Thanks very much for being here. I'd ask everyone who was recognized today to be available in case the media would like to interview you when we close up here. And kids, don't forget, we're getting a picture before you guys leave together, okay? Thanks a lot, everyone, for being here.